my favorite bistros. It turns out to be the Mesturet, which I discovered, my God, I guess it's been 13 years ago, even before I officially moved to Paris. I knew it in a previous permutation, but nowhere near what it is now that I've become a Parisien. There's a wonderful sense of conviviality. You can hear the energy, and particularly at lunchtime, we're not surrounded by tourists, although we love to have them come to Paris. And there's a conviviality, there's an energy, an upbeat characteristic that I love very much. Prices are correct, as we say. It's not terribly expensive. We're not looking at Michelin-starred food, but you always get what you pay for it. And it reminds me very much of a scene in the movie Ninotchka, one of my favorite Lubitsch films, written by Billy Wilder, with whom I had a 1-hour interview when he was 88. Garbo walks into a little restaurant, down one flight of stairs, and she's the commissaire from Russia. This is 1939, when they were doing unsuccessful 5-year plans. And she orders some field greens and beets. And the manager or owner looks at her and says, "Madam, this is a restaurant, not a meadow. I'll get you a proper meal." And I always feel that I'm in that atmosphere here, that you can talk to people all around you. You notice we sat down. Now, we are a little strange. We are Americans here speaking English. But it's a great vibe. And on my patio flaneur tour that begins over at Demago, we wend our way across the Seine, we always wind up here and stop for lunch. And Alain is always super generous. We have some kind of a digestif, generally a Mar de Bourgogne or a Vieille de Prune on the house. But perhaps the primary reason why I come to this place regularly, and I bring all of my clients here, is 13 years ago I was doing a literary event, a conference with a bunch of Americans, and Alec Lebrano, who at the time was the critic for Gourmet magazine, later on the New York Times, Condé Nast, and any number of things, an author of 3 books, and we became good friends over time. And at the end of the event, I was with 2 buddies of mine, and we didn't know where to eat. It was a Monday night, and this is not a touristy neighborhood, as you can tell today. There are a lot of locals that are here. And he said, friend said to me, "Schmuck, open the book." I opened up the book, my 101 favorite restaurants, Hungry for Paris, my 101 favorite restaurants in Paris. And this was here, 3 blocks from the hotel. So we came over, I had the books in my hand, we sat down. Alain, the owner, came over to introduce himself, started to take our order. And I said, "In the book, Lebrano had wonderful things to say about you." He came back, gave me 20 euros for the book, served us a little bit of foie gras and 3 glasses of Sauterne on the house. I said, "This guy is a mensch," as we say in French.
So how long ago have you been coming here? How long have you been coming
This is 13 years.
13 years?
Yeah. I stopped when it was under a different ownership. I was just walking in the neighborhood by myself, back in 2005, 6, when I used to come every year. And I needed a place to eat. It was lunchtime when I walked in. But a similar vibe, but without the real sweetness that Alain has. And in your case, he's going to see you again. But I've had Americans come in here, and a year later they come back and he remembers them. And I don't think he's being false about it.
Yeah.
You can feel you're in his living room. He loves having you here. He loves the idea of service. He's down in the kitchen now because he lost the chef, and he's decided better to do it himself until he finds someone who can really do the work he wants. Because to put out as many meals as they put out and have consistently good quality, I rarely had a bad meal, or the worst, it might have been a little bit cold. It's the worst I can say about a meal that I've ever had. It was not, perfect in terms of rapport qualité-prix. Still one? No. Cheers.
Yeah, santé.
Santé. L'chaim.